This is the top of 5-5, and some of you in some of my sections got to see a little bit of this, but I thought I would actually show you an application where you'd use a French curve. I do have one or two of these. It'd be nice in the future I get a set for the whole class, but this would be a case where you'd use a tool like this if you had one. What they want you to do on 5-5 on the top is to draw an ellipse. An ellipse is where you have a transition between two different diameters, a major diameter and a minor diameter. And you can kind of get an idea of what's going to happen by the example here, but of course a video always helps. So they're asking you to draw an ellipse with a major diameter of 2.5 inches and a minor diameter of 1 1/4 inches. So let's start with the small diameter. So 1 1/4 is the minor diameter. Then I need to adjust my radius for half of that. So that would be 5/8. So I'll adjust my compass there. Make sure I got my slack taken up while adjusting. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to place that origin on the center mark center there and carefully draw a circle, the minor diameter. And then I am going to take my compass and adjust it for the 2.5 diameter, which would be 1 1/4 radius. So let me adjust that out, get it just right. Something like that. And then I'll place it on the center mark again, and now draw the major diameter, or the larger circle that is used to make up the ellipse. Okay? And now that what they ask you to do is to divide both circles up into 12 sections, almost like a face clock. I have my paper taped down and aligned to my sliding parallel straight edge there. And I'm going to take my construction graphite, which is the 054H, so the nice light lines, and start dividing up the circles here. There's that. There's that. Okay, as the camera adjusts, there you go. You'll see all the 12 divisions are intersecting both perimeters of the large and small circle. And then if I want my ellipse to be horizontal, I guess you would say, where the major diameter is the horizontal one and the minor diameter is the vertical one, what I need to do is I need to bring each one of these minor diameter points out horizontally. So I'm going to be going towards the outer perimeter at each location where it intersects. So I will, let's see here, bring my sliding parallel rule down and just bring those out from each point. Okay, and you don't have to worry about the top one. And then same thing down here. I'm only worrying about the ones that are at, really just the ones that are at 30 degrees and 60 degrees for each of the quadrants, you know. Okay, so there we go. There's those 8 lines. Now I need to take those same points from the larger diameter and bring them in towards the center vertically. So up here I'd bring them down, and up here or down here I'd bring them up, and I stop where they intersect their respective horizontal lines. So you see how this line here is where the horizontal line branches off of. When I come vertically up, I'm going until I hit that line which forms the little triangle here. So if I draw that one, then I have to stop right there. And this one would go to the other horizontal line. I'll bring the triangle away for a sec just to make sure that the camera adjusts. There you go. You can see that goes to there, and that only goes to there. And so these are actually the points that I am going to use to draw the ellipse with the French curve. So let me do the rest of the circle here. Okay, so there's those 8 points, and then actually the extreme verticals here and the extreme horizontals are also points. So this is where I bring the French curve over, and I start playing around with these increasing or decreasing arcs until I find something that hits 3 points. Like, see right there, I can hit that point, and that extreme horizontal point. Okay, and then I'm going to move to that point, and the extreme vertical point. So I might shift this around until, let's see, I might need a larger radius. Maybe something over here. Let's see. Yeah, that's getting close. Here we go. And then I just, well, that wasn't very good. That wasn't perfect. Let me redraw that. There we go. So I might just continue using those 2 sections of the French curve to build this ellipse piece by piece here. So you just got to keep moving it around until you get it to match up. And that is the name of the game for this. Yeah, that's getting pretty close. There. That looks pretty good. Might as well just get all those out of the way. So I was using that part, so let me flip this over. No, hold on. Okay, and then now I just need to work on the larger radius, so I'll continue to, yeah, that's looking pretty good. Make sure I don't go too far off course here. Yeah, we'll buy that. Like I said, you're trying to get the arc to match up to 3 points, not 2. Alright, that eliminates bubbles showing up in your ellipse. Okay, so there you go. That's creating an ellipse using concentric circle method. I call this splining. When you get into AutoCAD and SolidWorks, you're going to have to create splined lines, and that's essentially what we're doing here, is we're creating a splined line.